the mass was cancerous and that they needed to do surgery within the next couple of weeks. Hey friend, so I just finished my eyes. It's a cute little, I didn't finish them. I'm not all the way done, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish my makeup. And I'm gonna tell you about how I knew I had cancer. Back in 2018, I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. How I found out was I was sick, right? And I kept feeling like I had the flu. It was flu symptoms. I was having chills. I was hot. Told my doctor. And she was like, well, you just gotta let it run its course, right? Got a little better, and then I had the flu again. After having the flu again, I realized I had a cough, this lingering cough, and it would not go anywhere. And after it went away this time, I noticed that I had cold in my chest, right? To get rid of it by taking things like decongestants. A period of time, you realize those decongestants, they're not working. Like, well, that medicine, if that medicine isn't working, you need to go to the doctor and get something stronger. I have something in my chest. I can feel it. It's sitting right here in my chest. Did not go away. I ended up going to urgent care a couple of times, and they couldn't do anything for me either. Went to the emergency room. They took MRIs, either MRIs or x-rays. You know, we see something in your chest, you should go back to your doctor and follow up. I go to my doctor, and so she was like, okay, we got to take some tests. Old school fans you find at the hair store. We go to get the test done, right? I get a whole bunch of blood work done. Where's my top? And she's like, your levels are a little high. We're going to send you to a specialist. So I'm sent to a specialist. I feel like it was a rheumatologist or something like that, just to see if I have autoimmune disease. Y'all, I'm using the Hourglass concealer and Makeup by Mario concealer. But when I tell you this Hourglass, it hit. Go get you some. Went to the other specialists, and they took tests as well. And we finally got an answer. They said it was a mass found between my heart and my lung. And they needed to figure out if it was benign or cancerous. So then there's more tests. After they did the biopsy, they brought me back in the office. The mass was cancerous and that they needed to do surgery within the next couple of weeks. The surgery, and they were like, if we can get all of the mass out, then you don't have to have chemo. But if we can't, then you're going to have, is it 6 to 8 rounds of chemo every 21 days for 5 days straight. Like, you had to stay in hospital. They removed some of the mass, but majority of it didn't, some of it didn't come out. Wow, that was the most traumatizing moment ever in my life. I think it made me stronger. I'm not gonna say I think, it did. And one thing I can honestly say is I'm so glad I went through that. I wasn't a bad person, but could be a little self-centered, right? And I could admit that. I have been in remission for 4 years now. I'm just grateful. And I am still here. And I can still tell my story. Bye, friend.